HTLA Radio 1.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Come get some. Good afternoon. You are listening to HTLA Radio 1 New York with your host, CJ Taylor. And today, very special Valentine's Day opener of On the Boom. That's right. It's HTLA's new daily look at everything show in high definition. And you can, take care to check out all of our shows at HTLA973.com. Check out, what do we got rolling now? We got Straight Talk with Kate and Crash. Crash Talk, of course. Yes, the big favorite. In the Studio is coming back, our music showcase show later this month. And we're looking at some really exciting new Real Talks coming out. Oh, yeah. You gotta love the Real Talks. Yeah. And, we got a whole kit and caboodle of programming coming your way, too. Delving off into some other areas, maybe attract some of you gamers out there with our new show, Raiders of the Lost Orc. Yes, the HTLA's original World of Warcraft premiering show coming up here in the next week or two. And the website, actually, has actually undergone a completely new face wash there. Don't know if you've had a chance to look at it yet, but it's all pretty and blue. So we're pretty excited about things going on in 2013 for HTLA, and we hope you are too. Today's show of On the Boom, yes, On the Boom. Yeah, we're just on the boom. Today's show is kind of a mishmash. We've got a bunch of stuff for you here. It's kind of funny, entertaining, etc., etc. Keeping with the Valentine's theme, too, I might add. Mm-hmm. Got to be loving the old Valentines. How about that, St. Valentine, huh? Fine Samoan coffee. Oh, wait, that's Sumatra. Why have I got Samoans on the brain? Who left me some Samoans? Anyway, getting around to our first story on this inaugural episode of On the Boom with CJ Taylor. Our first story comes to us from a really weird place. Not to say that, the place that is weird. No. Anyway, we're talking about a kissing contest. Mm-hmm. And that might not seem so strange, Kissing contest, Valentine's Day. Yeah, I've heard of those before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you all have. But I don't think you've heard one like this. No, because these people are kissing some real dogs, let me tell you. Yes, that's right. In Portland, Maine, the 9th annual dog kissing contest has gotten underway, and they've done this. It's done. There's no coming back after this, gang. Once you participate in something like this, you're pretty much screwed for credibility, I think. The only thing worse, I think, would be a donkey kissing contest. But anyway, these people are kissing some real dogs. Tuesday marked the 9th annual Valentine's Day Canine Kissing Contest and Cocktail Party. Oh, yes, quite. at the Portland, Maine Planet Dog Company store. The Bangor Daily News reported Planet Dog designs and retails pet supplies and dog-related products. Go figure. The competition entails dog owners letting their dogs lick their faces according to WMTW, and whichever puppy smooch lasts the longest is crowned the winner. Now, a number of contestants all battled for first place, which this year was a $75 gift certificate to Planet Dog. And it did actually go to winner Bo, a 12-year-old Yorkie and Dachshund mix. His owner, Linda Walton, the victorious Snog, went for 45.8 seconds. The pair also won last year as well, defending their title successfully this year. And the Bangor Daily News clocked them at just under a minute last year. There you go. Walton opted to share her winnings with the second and third place winners. Head over to the Bangor Daily News for more adorable footage of this event. You can check them out at bangordailynews.com. Told you it was going to be a little different. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. So, you know, when you kind of open up with a Valentine's Day show like this, and you kind of open up with a story like that, you kind of ask yourself, geez, you know, what could possibly follow this? Huh, CJ, what's the ringer up there you're going to come up with now to follow up the dog kissing contest? Well, I won't leave you in suspense anymore. I'm going to go right to drugs. Yes, because drugs is the second highest thing thought about on Valentine's Day. Lawrence Lagaki gets meth-stuffed teddy bears in Valentine's packages and is arrested on drug charges today. Yes, a teddy bear is a thoughtful gift for Valentine's Day unless it gets you arrested on drug charges. That's what authorities say happened to Lawrence Lagaki of Chelsea, Massachusetts, who allegedly received a package today containing not only several heart-shaped boxes of chocolate, but also a teddy bear stuffed with 3 bags of crystal meth, street value at around $10,000. Now, this is according to myfoxboston.com, so you can verify my details with the Fox in Boston. Authorities have first suspected the possible drug violation on February 5th when postal inspectors notified police of suspicious packages addressed to Lagaki, and the presence of drugs were confirmed by a drug-sniffing dog, WCVB.com reported. The meth-stuffed teddy bear was delivered to Lagaki by postal inspector posing as a mail carrier. Yes, because you wouldn't want a mailman going undercover. No, let's get a postal inspector to go undercover to be a mailman. He'll never suspect a thing. So anyway, that's what they did. They got the postal inspector dressed up as a mail carrier to deliver this little package today. By the inspector's account, Lagaki initially said that he was expecting the package. But after the official handed him a warrant to search the house, he changed his story, the Boston Globe reported. During the search of the house, investigators said they found an additional jar of meth on the premises. Lagaki was charged with drug possession and trafficking and was freed on $150 bail after pleading not guilty, according to Boston.com. So, let me see if I understand this. You not guilty because whoever sent you the packages full of meth bears, well, it must have been an accident. But yet you have the jar of meth in your house, which wasn't sent to you. Didn't even have any bear prints on it. I'm sure they dusted it for bear prints. And, and you get freed on $150 bail. Go figure that one out. Beats me. But some people are fickle on Valentine's Day, aren't they? Huh? Oh, yeah. Dog kissing contest, people. That's where it's at. I'm not even kidding. Come on, kids. You gotta love dog kissing contests, right? There you go. See? I knew the kids would love that. So that was just for you, kids. There you go. There you go. So now we move to another story, which is kind of looking for love in all the wrong places. In spades. We're talking, of course, about Jeff Flanagan. He's a doomsday prepper looking for a Valentine, to share his missile silo. Yes, my good buddy back in Canada, Todd Smith, you'll love this one because, of course, Todd does want a missile silo. And, so Jeff is looking for a girl to, take up with him in his missile silo and, be ready for the zombies or whatever the apocalypse of the week may be. Like many guys, Jeff Flanagan is looking for that special Valentine to share his life with. The problem, of course, is that he also wants that special lady to share the decommissioned silo he is currently turning into a doomsday bunker and living in. Flanagan recently went on 3 speed dates with potential partners as part of the National Geographic Channel series Doomsday Preppers, in hopes of finding someone that he could spend the end of the world with. There you go. Honey, I want somebody to spend the end of the world with. There we are. I want you to spend the end of the world with me. Yes, when I die, I want to be in your arms. Yeah. One woman, Cyril McNeil, seemed like she was a keeper. She was not only pretty, but also, in her words, she was a pretty good shot, thanks to her military background. However, the idea of spending her last moments on Earth in a decommissioned missile silo didn't appeal to her romantic side, apparently. She says, beach property? Sure. Missile silo? Slightly crazy. Just a little bit. So, Flanagan's search for Doomsday Love airs on February 12th. Yes, and there it went. And, he's still hunting. So ladies, if you're out there, and you're looking for that man of men who is willing to put up everything on the line for you, including that missile silo, you might want to look at Jeff Flanagan there. Now, kind of an important thing, though. Humans kind of all work on motivation, don't they? What's going to motivate you to get up and go to work today? What's going to motivate you to go over to that mother-in-law's place and hang out for the holidays, huh? There's all sorts of things out there that just motivate us, and I'm thinking that when the shit hits the fan and the zombies are attacking, every storefront, every home, people running around getting bitten, all the good stuff. I'm thinking that that decommissioned missile silo might be a primary want for all the women out there, wouldn't you? Kind of takes me back to now we're into the 3rd season of The Walking Dead on AMC, and, stop and think about the last 3 seasons of that show if you keep up on it. Wouldn't you think a decommissioned missile silo might have been just the perfect place for all of them? Yes, we could have just had 3 seasons of them hanging out in the missile silo and making love. Could have even had some cameos, bring Barry White into it in season 2. That to me would be, there's some entertainment, baby, right there. Anyway, we here at On the Boom, we wish Jeff well with his hunt for Miss Right, and I guess we also wish that the zombie apocalypse will happen sooner rather than later, so that all the babes will be running to him, because I'm quite sure they will with the right motivation. In other strange, weird, and slightly mildly entertaining news, the Huffington Post, yes, this new Russian magazine, Huffington Post. Yes, the Huffington Post today released a report actually about a woman by the name of Sadie Robinson who allegedly tried to set the fire to the apartment with exploding lube. I guess you did hear that right, kids. Exploding lube. Yes, the exploding lube. Anywho, Sandy Robinson, 29 years old, allegedly tried to burn down her Warrensburg, New York apartment she shares with her boyfriend, Peter Moody, and their 2 children, by placing a can of WD-40 lubricant in the oven at 400 degrees, WNYT reported today. Police say Robinson attempted to set fire Monday morning while Moody was asleep in the apartment. Hudson Valley YNN reports Steve Stockdale, a lieutenant with the Warren County Sheriff's Criminal Investigations Unit, told the station that after turning on the oven, Robinson fled the home with the children, ages 15 months and 3 months, and headed to the airport. Moody told deputies he woke to find the home completely filled with smoke and quickly realized his girlfriend and children were missing. Deputies located Robinson a few hours later, attempting to get on a plane to Florida with the kids. According to the North County Gazette, she had purchased the tickets and also withdrawn $2,500 cash with an IRS refund card she had stolen from Moody. Lieutenant Stockdale told the Post-Star that it could have been ignited if the temperature had gotten hot enough. It does have a flash point and could have caused an explosion, he said. Stockdale also noted that authorities believe Robinson tried to set fire because of a problem in their relationship, quote-unquote. Moody suffered no injuries in the incident, and damages to the home are minimal. Robinson was charged with attempted arson and grand larceny and is prohibited from contact with her children. Well, there's some good news, kids. That's right. Absolutely. There you go. Well, we're going to break for a quick commercial break here, and when we come back, we're going to get into the little stranger side of things here on the boom. And I'm sure there's some little scientific facts and tidbits that you kids will be interested in too. Tidbits. No, you don't like the tidbits at all? No? Would you like a story about Bigfoot? There we go. All right, gang. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
No one just hands you the title, most advanced technology in its class. It needs to be earned. Earned with smart beam headlamps. Earned with vented temperature control seats. Earned with an 8.4-inch touchscreen. And if you're driving one, you know what it means to earn something.
Euphoria, Calvin Klein.
HTLA Radio 1.
Oh yeah, gangy. You're back here, and you are on the boom with CJ Taylor at HTLA Radio 1 New York. We've had a good opening segment there. We got some stuff off our chest and worked some stuff out with the kids. Isn't that right, kids? Huh? Oh, yeah. There we go, kids. That's AC/DC. Yes. AC/DC, good. Yes. Barney, bad. That's right. And to all the rest of you here that have joined me today, thank you very much for joining us on our On the Boom Valentines Opener. We're going to be getting into a couple of more weird, funky, strange, and definitely interesting stories. But kids, actually, you're going to have to cover your ears for this next story. I'll wave my hands at you when we're good to go again, and you can uncover your ears, and we'll do that. So, but before we get into the next story, I've just got to say that today's episode is
powered by Procast.
Oh yeah. There we go. Powered by Procast. So we're getting into our next story now. And this is a good one. So, kids, cover your ears. Are they covered? Mm-hmm. Joey, no, both. Okay, there you go. All right. All right, so for the rest of you, a man has allegedly been caught driving a car while sucking on a dildo. The cops said that this guy sucked. According to an arrest report obtained by the Smoking Gun, police in Trenton, Michigan received a 911 call Monday morning. Whoa, wait a second. Who uses 911 to report a sucking? That's... hello? Anyhow, reporting that the individual was in a silver car sucking on a dildo at a local park. Sergeant Steve Allen responded, and the concerned citizen pointed out the offending vehicle and individual, which was driving out of the parking area at the park when the police arrived. Allen approached and noticed a flesh-colored dildo, quote-unquote, on the passenger seat. According to the report, he says that when he asked the driver what he was doing, the man replied, "Sucking on a dildo, I'm sorry." Of course, because when the police pull you over, and they've had reports that you've been sucking on a dildo while driving, what are you going to say? Well, officer, you've caught me with this plastic penis in my mouth, and yeah, I was sucking a dildo, and I'm sorry. See, and at least he qualified it by saying, "I'm sorry." See, that was OJ's problem. He never said, "I'm sorry." Little OJ joke there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the kids won't like that one. They can't hear me right now. Yes. He also allegedly admitted to having a problem with sex toys. So he's admitting now he's crying out for help. I can't keep this dildo out of my mouth. Please help me. Yes. The man whose name has been redacted from the report. Wow, that's a new word, kids. Redacted. Oh, you can't hear me. Retracted, I think, is the word they're looking for there. From the report, was arrested on a charge of disorderly contact. Not conduct. Contact. So I guess there's an orderly, legal way to suck a dildo. That's what that would, elude to me. Sex toys winding up thrust into the center of crime scenes is nothing new. In November, South Carolina woman Artrecia Donaldson replaced her detachable latex penis, which sparked an argument between the woman and her girlfriend. Police were called, and when the dispute turned violent with Donaldson allegedly throwing an ironing board at the other woman, in April, Lisa Allen of Watertown, New York, allegedly violated the penal law by throwing a pink sex toy at a police officer. So, yeah, don't throw penals at the penal system, because you'll get penalized. That was another joke there, guys. Okay, kids, there we go. Here's the hand. Yeah, there's the hand. So now the big story as promised. I did promise you guys all the Bigfoot story. So here we go, the Bigfoot story. Bigfoot DNA tests, actually. Science Journal's credibility has been called into question recently because of the Bigfoot DNA testing. Bigfoot is real. Well, maybe. After months of waiting for a peer-reviewed scientific journal to publish the findings on the validity of an alleged Bigfoot DNA sample evidence, the time has come for answers. But is there enough empirical evidence to finally confirm that the elusive, tall, hairy man-beast of the North America really exists? Maybe. But questions have now been raised about the scientific journal publishing the findings. You see, in November, after a 5-year study of purported Bigfoot, a.k.a. Sasquatch, DNA samples, a Texas geneticist, Melba Ketchum, and a team of experts in genetics, forensics, imaging, and pathology were anxious for their findings to be published in a scientific journal. On Wednesday, however, their research appeared in the De Novo Journal of Science, which seemed to confirm Ketchum's research about the reality of Bigfoot. But according to GoDaddy.com, De Novo was first registered as a domain on February 4th, 2013, anonymously and only for 1 year. The current edition of De Novo is listed as Volume 1, Issue 1, and its only content thus far is the Bigfoot research. Yeah. Also on Ketchum's Sasquatch Genome Project website, she writes, "It has been a long and tedious battle to prove that Sasquatch exists. Trying to publish has taken almost 2 years. It seems mainstream science just can't seem to tolerate something controversial, especially from a group of primarily forensic scientists and not famous academians aligned with large universities, even though most of our sequencing and analysis was performed in just such facilities." Ketchum then explains how one journal agreed to publish her findings, but then was advised not to by its lawyers because such a controversial subject would destroy the editor's reputations, as it has already done to mine, she writes. Well, rather than spend another 5 years just trying to find a journal to publish and hoping that decent, open-minded reviewers would be chosen, we acquired the rights to this journal and renamed it so that we would not lose the passing peer reviews that are expected by the public and the scientific community. And therein lies the potential problem. Did Ketchum, quote, buy this journal and begin its new existence under the name of De Novo just over a week ago in order to get what appears to be a favorable peer review of her Bigfoot studies? Well, that's the big question being raised by numerous people at this point. According to a press release by Ketchum's Sasquatch Genome Project, the study which sequenced 3 whole Sasquatch nuclear genomes. Wow, there you go. Sasquatch nuclear genomes. Wow, that's beyond you and me, isn't it? Anyway, according to the press release, the Sasquatch Genome Project, the study which sequenced the whole Sasquatch nuclear genome shows that the legendary Sasquatch is existent in North America and is a human relative that arose approximately 13,000 years ago, and is hypothesized to be a hybrid, a cross of modern Homo sapiens with a novel primate species. A total of 111 specimens of alleged Sasquatch hair, blood, skin, and other tissues formed the basis of the study. These samples came from many individuals and groups and sites covering 14 states and 2 Canadian provinces. Now, on her Doubtful News website, skeptic and geologist, yes, a lady who studies rocks, Sharon Hill, raises many questions about Ketchum's claims. She says, "I clicked on the De Novo site and was appalled at how amateurish the site is. It's full of stock photographs, very poorly coded, and there are errors all over it, and it's very difficult to navigate." Wow, really? Your scientific work is crap because your website is difficult to navigate. There you go. Going on the old bandwagon there about that. So we got a big science fight now. People are climbing all over this thing, and just, yeah, it's just not a good thing. And of course, you can get no end of the probably 22 different Sasquatch photos that we're all used to seeing in all those documentaries on TV over that site as well. And I'm not even going to give you the link to the site because it's just not worth your time, and I'm not going to waste any more of it. So, yeah, we'll just move right along there. Get on out of there. Bye-bye. So that was my my great deal for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and God willing, you'll tune in tomorrow for another edition of On the Boom.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
Delay Radio 1.